This is your weekly report on corruption in the Philippine government. Police operatives arrested a traffic enforcer of the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority during an entrapment operation in Port Area, Manila on Friday after an extortion complaint filed by a trucking company. In a press statement, the National Capital Region Police Office said Ray Garza, 53, MMDA Traffic Enforcer 3, was nabbed inside room number 227 Champ Building, Port Area, Manila at 2:40 p.m. Friday. Police seized 2 pieces of marked 1,000 pesos and boodle money, a .45 caliber pistol, a magazine with live ammunition, IDs and permit to carry firearms, and personal cash amounting to 1,300 pesos in different denominations from the suspect. The operation stemmed from the complaint of the owner of a trucking company, whose name was not disclosed. The complainant reported that Garza and his cohorts, identified as one Ben Calit and a certain Almaga, have been collecting payola money amounting to 10,000 pesos every month since 2019 to avoid inconvenience and for the smooth operation of his trucking and transport service. Charges of robbery, extortion and violation of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act await the suspect. The Bureau of Immigration on Monday confirmed that an overseas Filipino worker personally sought Commissioner Norman Tancinco and complained against one of its officers for extortion. In a public briefing, BI spokesperson Dana Sandoval said the officer allegedly asked the Filipino seafarer for money in exchange for assistance to board a flight to France. We learned that a seafarer passenger was allegedly asked by one immigration personnel for 150,000 pesos. The passenger personally went to BI Commissioner Tancinco to tell the story, she said. We validated that the person is an employee of the BI, she added. Sandoval's confirmation came following reports that a Filipino seafarer named JC Manganti was allegedly asked for 150,000 pesos by a BI officer to help him board a plane to France after he was offloaded at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. According to news reports, the passenger was not allowed to board the plane last August 7, 2022, despite having a valid Schengen visa and complete documents. When he went to the BI main office, the agency said he had complete documents and may proceed with his flight, but he was again reportedly prevented from boarding upon reaching the airport. On his third effort, an immigration officer at the BI headquarters allegedly volunteered to accompany him to the airport and board the plane for a charge of 150,000 pesos. Sandoval said they are already investigating the matter, and the personnel will face an administrative complaint if proven guilty of the accusation. The BI is also waiting for the formal complaint of the seafarer against the employee, she added. Authorities arrested a former policeman who allegedly played a vital role in the assassination of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Digamo. Philippine National Police spokesperson Colonel Jean Fajardo said on Tuesday, March 28, 2023, in a press conference. Fajardo said Nigel Laguna Electona, a former cop assigned at Dumaguete City Police Office, was arrested during the service of a search warrant on the 24th of March at the HDJ Bayon Agri-Ventures Corporation, Tolan compound in Santa Catalina, Negros Oriental that was owned by former Negros Oriental Governor Pride Henry Teves. Recovered during the March 24th raid in Teves' compound were various high-powered firearms, including a sniper rifle, ammunition and improvised explosive device that were kept underground and cash amounting almost 19 million pesos. Based on the report given to us by the Special Task Group Police Regional Office 7, Nigel played a big role because it appears from the reports and information given by previously arrested suspects. He was involved in the planning and in fact, he is the one who helped gunmen in the casing and surveillance of Governor Degamo's house, said Fajardo. Fajardo said that on March 26, police conducted a raid by virtue of a search warrant in Electona's residence in Barangay Villarreal in Bayonne City. Seized during the operation were illegal firearms and ammunition, hand grenades, pictures of Degamo and his family, maps, house routes and a photo of the gate of Degamo's residence. Fajardo said Electona was arrested due to illegal drugs in 2016 and was dismissed from the police service in 2017. He then started working with thieves and later became the chief security officer of the HDJ Tolon compound. A village official and 2 others were wounded while the official's driver was killed in an ambush in a remote area in Basilan province, a top police official said Monday. Lieutenant Colonel Arlen Delampines, Limaton City Police Chief, said the incident occurred around 3:50 p.m. in Barangay Malung, San Jose. Delampines identified the slain driver as Omar Acarin, who died on the spot. Wounded were Robert Jalal, village chief of Simbangan, and his companions, Akil Nasala and Salim Musliman. Delampines said investigation showed that the victims were on their way home when a group of unidentified gunmen fired at them from an elevated area. It is also possible that the incident was related to a dispute involving the family of the village chief, he added. Metro Manila Police Chief Major General Edgar Allan Okubo has ordered the relief of the station commander of the Malibay Substation 6 in Pasay City following the daring escape of 10 inmates on early morning of Monday, April 3rd. At the same time, Okubo ordered a manhunt against the 10 inmates, including the creation of tracker teams, in order to expedite the operations for their recapture. Sacked was Police Major Jerry Sunga. He will also be subjected to administrative investigation in connection with the incident. I already ordered the district's director of Southern Police District and the chief of police of Pasay City to form tracker teams that will conduct manhunt operations for their recapture. They were also instructed to resolve this incident within 48 hours, said Okubo. Initial investigation revealed that the inmates broke the metal grills and eventually held and mauled the duty officer. The inmates also took the service firearm of the duty officer, cash money and various keys of the jails. 8 of the inmates are reportedly facing drug charges while the other 2 face robbery and theft charges. I have also tasked the acting director of the Regional Internal Affairs to conduct a motu proprio investigation regarding this incident. We will hold accountable all those who would be found to be negligent that led to this incident, said Okubo. A police officer was shot dead on Wednesday morning, April 5th, in this city. Lieutenant Karen Formales, Albay police spokesperson, said the victim, Staff Sergeant Abel Sevilla, was assigned at the Police Community Precinct 4 of the Legazpi City Police Station. Initial investigation said while Sevilla was on his way to the office, he was shot by unidentified men in Sitio Agna in Barangay Homapan at around 7 am. The victim suffered gunshot wounds in the head and other parts of the body. He died instantly. Formales said all stations were alerted and directed to conduct checkpoint for possible apprehension of the suspects. Investigation is ongoing. A military reservist acted as the casting director in the killing of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Degamo and 9 others, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Ramila said Monday. The suspect, which Ramila said is considered one of the masterminds, is Marvin Halaman Miranda. Miranda is responsible for the recruitment of persons that would be part of the attack as well as the firearms that would be used. Not middleman. We think he's like the mastermind because he's the one who's always in contact to get people, get weapons, recruit people, and who knew the last person was to arrive when they planned. Even in the planning stage of their movement, he's involved, Romulo told reporters. The director of the Philippine National Police Highway Patrol Group has stepped down after his son and subordinate were captured on video hitting and bullying a trainee during the graduation rites of a motorcycle riding course in Quezon Province on Sunday. In a statement on Tuesday, the PNP said Brigadier General Clifford Garanad wrote a letter to PNP Chief General Rodolfo Azurin Jr. saying he was voluntarily relinquishing his post to pave the way for a fair investigation and takes full responsibility for the unfortunate incident. A video clip circulating on social media shows Garanad's son, Captain Clifton Garanad, punching the unnamed trainee in the chest and ordering him to go down on his knees, as part of initiation rites for graduates of the HPG's executive motorcycle riding course in a resort in Sariaya town on April 2nd. The younger Garanad, an HPG officer, only stopped after the trainee complained that the blows were too strong, drawing laughter from the other HPG officers. The clip showed he was seen delivering 2 more punches to the victim and taunting him. "Who's your lawyer? Why don't you sue me for physical injuries?" The EMCRC is open to personnel of the PNP or other law enforcement agencies with the rank of major or higher, government officials, and prominent civilian leaders and business industry executives. The course aims to equip and familiarize students on the proper operation of high-performance motorbikes, traffic enforcement and defensive motorcycle training. Before turning in his resignation letter as HPG head, Garanad relieved his son and the other members of the training staff who were directly involved in the incident from their HPG posts. Azurin accepted Garanad's resignation and reassigned him to the office of the chief PNP. Ranking police officers are allegedly embroiled in the drug case of a dismissed police intelligence agent from whom authorities purportedly confiscated 6.7 billion pesos worth of crystal meth, locally called shabu, in the 20th of October 22. Interior Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr. revealed on Wednesday that heads will roll as he would name names in the coming days. During a press conference at Pasay City Hall, Abalos cast doubts on former Police Sergeant Rodolfo Mayo Jr.'s sole involvement in what is thought to be one of the most significant drug busts in law enforcement history, suggesting he may not have acted alone. "I do not believe that Sergeant Mayo is the only person involved in this case. It is my personal opinion that many are involved in this," he said. According to Abalos, he had ordered Philippine National Police Chief General Rodolfo Azurin Jr. last February to report to him the result of the Special Task Force's investigation of Mayo as well as events linked to the ex-policeman's supposed attempt to withhold 42 kilograms from the seized 990 kilogram shabu and the disposal of the confiscated illegal substance. Also, Abalos said that on March 27, he instructed National Police Commission Vice Chair Alberto Bernardo to conduct a fact-finding inquiry into the same case. "I ordered Alberto Bernardo to have a fact-finding inquiry into this case involving the 990 kilograms of shabu, and I'm telling you, I am not happy with the evidence I'm seeing. There are many police officers in high positions involved here," he said. "I will announce it in the coming days, and heads will roll. I expect that they will take leave pending investigation. If not, they will be suspended pending investigation," Abalos warned. A military training assistant and 2 most wanted persons were separately arrested on Wednesday as the Police Regional Office 9 intensified the serving of warrants of arrest in the region, officials have said. Arrested were Army Master Sergeant Vicente Wotton, Alcane James, 43, and Cosane Burra, 32. Colonel Alexander Lorenzo,
Zamboanga City Police Office Director, on Thursday, said Wotton, a training assistant, was arrested around 6:40 am at Camp General Arturo Enrile, Barangay Malagote, this city. Lorenzo said Wotton has a standing warrant of arrest for 4 counts of rape with no recommended bail issued by a court in this city dated the 3rd of April, 2023. That's all for this week. I'll see you next week with more stories of corruption and foolishness within the Philippine government.